Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, Miss Bratt, and right about now we are here with MOBO TV. Keep it locked.
What's going on, guys? You're watching MOBO TV. I'm Tasha, and today I'm here with the lovely Miss Bratt at Atlantic Records. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Busy day?
Busy but calm.
Cool. Okay, so you've been tipped by BBC One Extra as like top for 2011, and you've had a crazy year. How can you just sum up your year in a few words?
Oh wow. Yeah, wow probably would be the main word.
I think it sums it up pretty well, actually. Okay, so what is it like being taken seriously finally as a female MC?
It's wicked. I feel like I've accomplished something because, you know, being in a male-dominated scene is so hard to get respect from anyone, and to be able to, you know, finally get some respect and recognition from the guys, it's a good feeling.
So how did you first actually get into music? What made you think, yeah, that's what I want to be doing?
I guess as a child I was very emotional, and I'd gone through a lot of negative situations, and my dad was a musician, he was an MC, and I kind of connected to music through him, and I found that, you know, I can vent the anger and the fire that I had inside, and it just felt nice. It was a nice feeling, and it was a natural feeling, and then I just took to music. A lot of my friends as well were MCs in school, and we did a lot of MC battles and stuff, so I was very influenced by my surroundings and the people I grew up with.
Yeah, and it's definitely paying off now as well, finally, innit? Which is good for you. One of the first tracks people are going to know you from is Who Do You Think You Are, which you did with Terror Danger. You've got a really good like musical relationship with him. How did you first meet him? Was it in Aftershock and that?
I first met Terror via MySpace. Yeah, it's crazy. I was working with a producer called Scratcher DVA, who's a DJ on Rinse FM now, and he was showing Terror about me, and Terror hit me up on MySpace. He was like, we should do some music. I was like, wow, Terror Danger, like, he's a legend in grime. We did a track together. DJ Cameo supported that track like crazy, and then Terror just took me under his wing, and it was just like, he showed me so much about music. I learned so much from him, and he's just like a big brother to me in real life. So I guess I was lucky to have someone that put so much time and effort into me. So yeah.
Okay, your latest track as well, Speeding By featuring Dot Rotten, video looks crazy. Where was that shot? That
was actually shot in Magaluf. You wouldn't expect it to be shot there because what Magaluf's like, but yeah, it was just, the whole experience of that was just a crazy adventure. Literally, Dot was already out in Spain, and I think I had like 2 days off, and I just flew out. I didn't tell my manager, I didn't tell anyone that I was going, and Dot booked my flight an hour before I had to go to I had to be at the airport, so I didn't have time to pack anything. And then yeah, I flew out there, had no clothes, had to go to the market and buy clothes for the video shoot, and he was like styling me. Like there's one shot where I'm wearing like a white shirt, and yeah, he picked that out, so I was like, oh, safe, cool.
Last little job for him.
Yeah, and we literally didn't know where we were going to film. We went on an adventure, walking around like the town and stuff, found some cliffs, nearly fell off those cliffs and died into the sea, and it was a scary experience, but it was so authentic and natural. There was no label behind it, so it was just us. We just took it into our own hands and did it.
Wow, that's crazy. It looks really, you wouldn't have thought that by watching it.
Thank you.
And you've just come back from the pastry tour as well with Angela Simmons. That looked really good as well. How was that? How did that come about?
They was going to do a European tour, and at the time I had been put forward for the Tiny Temper tour supporting Red Light, and they was like, that was a perfect opportunity to come over, and they organised the whole pastry tour around me being on the Tiny Temper tour. So it was crazy hectic doing 2 tours back to back. You know, like in the daytime I would do a signing at Foot Locker with them, and then I would go and do the Tiny Temper show, and then at night time I would do a pastry show at a club, and it was just continuous, and it was crazy tiring, and I never had a chance to kind of realise how big and significant this was, being on tour with Tiny and you know, touring with the Simmons sisters, it was such a huge thing, but at the time it was just constant work, so I never got to kind of take that all in
until now, and you're like, oh my gosh,
I'm like, wow,
like I did that,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Had a lot of love as well for your mixtape. You had your mixtape launch at Yo-Yo's, which I heard was crazy round. Tell me about your mixtape. What made you want to put that out?
The mixtape elements, it's just self-explanatory. It's just different elements of me musically. I'm not in a box. I have so many different genres that I like to indulge in, like the drum and bass selector vibe, then the get dark hip hop vibe. I've got a song on there with DJ Zinc, which is more a clubby vibe, and yeah, I guess there's different colours to me as an artist, and I wanted to showcase that before I put out any new music. So yeah.
And speaking of new music, your new single Tear It All Down, crazy, love the track. Where's the inspiration behind that?
I was inspired by people like Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes, and you know, the beats that they pick, they're always like crazy or just significant, and I wanted to do a song that was like vibey, because people knew me from Selector, and then I went straight into Get Dark, and then Killing 'Em, and then Speeding By, so it was a lot of hip hop tracks, and I hadn't done anything kind of clubby since Selector, so I wanted to do that, but then get a bit more lyrical on it. And yeah, I just hooked up with Rafi, who's part of Labyrinth's camp, and we did the track, and it came out, and Atlantic were like, yeah, we want to put this one out. So I was like, oh yeah,
sound like rich. So what can we expect next from you? Is there going to be an album in the pipeline?
Yeah, I'm working on my album now. I'm crazy excited about it. I don't think there's going to be a lot of songs in there that people aren't gonna expect from me at all, so expect the unexpected,
which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Wicked. Okay, so just to finish, I've got a few random questions. All a bit of fun, yeah. Okay, so snog, marry, avoid. Okay, would you snog, marry, avoid J2K, Tiny Temper, or Angel?
Oh man. I'd probably avoid J2K, because being in A-lists, yeah.
More like brother,
who would I snog?
Tiny or Angel?
And then what's the other one, marry?
Yeah.
I would probably marry Angel, because he seems like a lovely kind of
sweet, yeah.
Like he's all singing, and I wake up to that every morning. Yeah, wake up to a guy singing to you every morning. That's not bad. So yeah, snog Tiny, marry Angel, and avoid J2K. No offense to anyone.
Okay, and if you was stranded on a desert island and you had to pick one male DJ to be with, who would it be?
One male DJ. Oh.
So you've got your Mr. Jams, you've got your Logans, you've got Target. Who would you pick?
Who would I pick? Who would be the most entertaining? Do you know what? I'd probably pick Mr. Jam, because he's quite wise. So we'd be on the desert island, but I'd actually learn a lot from him, I think. So I wouldn't be wasting time, and yeah, I'll be learning.
That could be cool. Okay, and does a drunk I love you count?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Is that not when the truth comes out?
Yeah, people say that, but I just think I think it's the lust that comes out, yeah.
Okay, and if a guy was to text you and he's going to put like little X's at the end, kisses at the end, is that cute? Or is that, oh my god, why are you putting that at the end for?
Depends who's texting.
If it's a guy you like?
If it's a guy I like and he's put a couple X's, that's cool. Yeah, as long as he's got like loads of X's like crazy, and
like a whole page, yeah?
Yeah, like nah, then I'll block them. But
okay, if you had a choice for a day, you could have a time machine or you could fly, what would you pick?
Oh, but only for a day.
Yeah, just one day.
You
could use it once.
I would fly. I wouldn't want to change anything that happened in the past at all.
The future?
Nah. I like the idea of not knowing what's to come.
Okay.
Yeah, so I fly. I'll be flying around town like, hey MOBO, how you doing? Yeah.
Okay, and if you had to pick one UK artist to be the Prime Minister, who would you pick and why?
None of them. No, I'm joking. Who? Wretch. I'll probably pick Wretch.
He'd be quite good actually, I think.
Yeah, he's so unbiased. Like, he's cool, man. Yeah, I'd pick Wretch as Prime Minister.
Oh, I think you've just given them like the new job titles. Sounds good. So where can everybody catch you at home and stay up to date with your things?
You can catch me on Twitter at BrattOnline, brattonline.com, Facebook /Ms. Bratt Online. No, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And you've got Tear It All Down, which is out now on iTunes, so go and get that. Thank you very much for talking to us. And you guys have been watching MOBO TV, and you can catch all the interviews on MOBO.com. See you next time.